can I just point out that I keep neglecting to wash this shirt purely because I knew that I had Syncro coming up and I wanted to be wearing the Syncro shirt for the Syncro video. I have the Syncro in my hand. This is a cool car. The model here looks a bit funky. It's a bit oddly shapen, and this is unfortunately a bit orange, and I am late for my appointment with the portal. Alright, Syncro. Let's see how we go. This is the last of the Teku cars. We're going to have different, like, everything for what's coming up. We're on to Maniacs next. Let's see. Oh, it's self-correcting. That's the one thing we don't want to see with these cars, man. These self-correcting cars are just not very good. Oh, help. Yeah, self-correcting bad. I've already used more nitrox than I should have. The control. We gotta blast in some more nitrox because this thing is a little bitch. As far as, like, it is not in control of this realm. I'm not in control of this car, so I guess that makes me a bitch too. Synchro Summon. No, like, honestly, like, the car in the movies is one of my favorites. The model, I dislike the orange coloring when it could be the more yellowy looking color. Which is why I like this. This looks good. The clash of the bright blue on the yellowy orange is so much better than the dark blue on the dark orange. Oh no. Woo! We will keep trying here. This car handles like shit on Pipeline, I will be honest. But it's fine. We've already discovered some beautiful cars for Pipeline. I don't see any reason that we need every car to be good on Pipeline. But it's just, this feels like the first update where some cars are genuinely not viable on Pipeline. Every other update, cars are just viable on every track. In this one, it looks like we're going to have some cars that are just not viable on certain tracks, just due to their speed fighting the physics of the realm. Oh, that was a handsome drift. I didn't mean it. Which, you know, wouldn't mind if I meant it. I feel like for this car, instead of trying the long way, you should... Alright, I'm not bothering with Synchro in this realm. It has the self-correcting bullshit that so many of these cars now have. On top of that, it's just... it's very drifty. It's very hard to control on the Pipeline. 0.4 is not too bad. Let's go. Land. Ah, you piece of shit. Ah, it rolled kind of quick. Nope, not. Me doing the jump jets there probably did not help the situation. It is a little roly-poly. It does have a bit of Diora syndrome, which is weird that I'm calling it Diora syndrome when it was originally coined by me as Synchro syndrome, which is a car that just bounces and rolls and flips far too easy. Oh. It's just, oh man, after driving Spectre and how smooth that thing was on every landing, this is a little, it's kind of a hard act, a tough act to follow for any vehicle. Its drifting is not too bad for this track. I feel like this car prefers tighter drifts than what I'm giving it right now, which is a shame, but this is the medium drift track. Kind of forced it there to go a little bit tighter, but I feel like this is one of the few cars that you could nitrox and like nitrox yourself into a drift, because unfortunately it's slow. It is very slow. not a fan of the just sheer lack of speed that Synkro has here. Like, oh, the control in the corners is nice for the most part. It kind of oversteers just a little when drifting, but it's not the end of the world. It's about as fast as baseline. I would say it's a little better than baseline in most ways. Just a little bit bouncy, but actually, when I think about it, baseline was also quite bouncy, so yeah, that was my fault. I am struggling here, and it is purely user error. See? Easy stuff. Oh, you bouncy piece. Just wheels, man. Wheels. Oh. Yeah, baseline's better than Synchro. Oh my god, that was half my fault. Half this car. Just stop. Tom! I'm not doing anything. It's just the tumbleweed. Oh, it's finally on its wheels. What the Ah! Man, here I am fucking putting all this effort in to be like wearing the Synkro shirt to drive Synkro, getting the Synkro model off the shelf with the right spoiler, and this car is just not performing. And you hate that, guys, 'cause you put all that effort in and then the little man doesn't perform. Terrible, terrible, inappropriate humour. Alright, the last one. Now, in previous updates, this has been one of the worst cars, not only for that first little jump, but for the loop. So we will see. Oh, it nearly flipped off that. Oh, it's going to be self-correcting. This is going to be a nightmare to try and pull off. A little bit of nitrox. We're almost halfway. The nitrox stops the self-correcting just for a moment, which is enough to keep control of this mediocre vehicle. I'm not going to bother drifting for that section just because I don't need to and I don't want to risk falling off. As I said, its drift is a bit of an... What in the world was that? It just nitroxed into a drift. Why? I can't wait to watch that back. What? Not paying attention now, and this car obviously can't drive straight. Press W challenge, anyone? Jesus Christ. I wish straight was a thing in this game. Right, bouncy garbage. Driving a tennis ball here. So the issue with this thing's drift is that it does oversteer a little, which is not perfect, and it makes me not want to drift it because it is so easy to oversteer it. Get off the ramp, you bouncy garbage. Oh, that was mint. The thing is, I'm doing like 160 and Jesus Christ, why is it self-correcting? I could have sworn the track was flat there, but obviously it's got a slight lean to it. Oh, nice. I'm waiting for the game to freeze just before I get to the nice part. Oh, that it is going beautiful, but the thing is, you've got to be going at such a slow speed for it to matter that it's just it's cute, it looks nice, but if you want this car to go fast and drift, I'm afraid that unfortunately controller's a bitch. Bitch. Ah, there's the freeze. Just as I got to the good bit. I knew that was going to happen. Alright, Synchro. Final verdict. It is too bouncy. It is a tennis ball. It flips, it rolls, it jumps. Awful. Not good. The slightest thing ticks it off and it just barrel rolls down the road. Okay, it's easier to just turn yourself into tone when driving this car. The drifting audio stopped. Weird. Speed, it's lacking. It's lacking in speed. Is there really anything else? Like, it overdrifts. It oversteers so easily when drifting. It's hard to keep a balanced drift in the car at a reasonable speed. You have to drop to like 180 just to be able to get around a corner on this track without oversteering, and even then it's still a bit iffy. Unfortunately, just no. The car has so much potential, but it needs to be more controllable and far less bouncy, please. Yeah, that's me done for the evening. But hey, we'll see you for the Metal Maniacs, I guess. That's all the tech we've done. I'm hyped.